This is your micro. Hey, this one is mine. Okay, so I'm with Nikolas, which one he won 2 awards, 2 trophies, which one are really incredible. And I would like to ask you, how much time you invest in each project?
Each project. So the Age of Sigmar one, the Epidemius model, I started that almost a year ago. So
A year ago?
A year ago, yeah.
Okay.
So around April, start to sculpt the whole model, the base, trying to figure out the composition, all that. I have a Patreon, so I need to push it in between other...
Remember that
sorry.
your micro.
all around the place. I'll hold it here.
So you were telling me about how much time you invest in each project.
Yeah. So I had to squeeze it in between other Patreon tutorials or Patreon content. But yeah, I started a year ago, and it was part of I needed a long-term project to set up some goals for myself. So this was perfect because I knew it would take at least a year. It could also be that I didn't get it finished, then I would wait a half a year and bring it to Spiel.
Okay, and if you have to say, just in general, how much time, weeks, hours, months, you invest in a single miniature? Just
Single
for
miniature.
The single category.
Days,
Months?
weeks. Okay, then I would say maybe fully 4 months or something like that. I don't. It's
Four
hard.
months?
It's hard to say. Yeah, I would
4
say
months.
the last 2 months here,
Wow.
I worked on it every day. So that's already 2 months.
Wow.
So if you put that out, spread that out on a half a year, I think it would be 4 months in total. But that's the first time I've actually gone that much all in on a project.
Around a month is a lot of time.
It's a lot.
Or
It's a whole lot.
I invest 3 months just to paint my make orc, but it's
Yeah.
bigger. So
Yeah.
just like that tiny one, I don't know. How many layers you
It's-
apply?
Yeah, it's because, okay, I started the first painting on it. I had to paint all over it again. So I didn't waste,
Yeah, you just
but it was a part of the process, right? So it was a month of work. I redid it again. But it's a part of the project. I count it as
I
part
see,
of the whole
I
thing,
see.
right?
I
So
see.
yeah.
Okay, so if you have to tell me your favorite faction or army, which one would you say? Because probably I know which one it is.
Yeah, it would definitely be Nurgle. I like that they're so joyful and funny while they're quite scary and disturbing. It's a perfect mix for me for some reason. I don't know why. And also for sculpting and painting wise, it's also quite forgiving because, for example, with this Epidemius model, I was thinking, okay, the one leg can be bigger than the other leg, so the anatomy is easier to sculpt.
You have more freedom to
You
create.
have more freedom, yeah.
Okay, I know, or I knew that will be Nargle because when I met you, I remember that you brought a 75 millimeters Nargle.
That's right.
It's a scale.
That's
which one
right,
is the
yeah,
same
yeah,
category where I was with the Orc Mech.
Yeah.
Last year, you brought a Nargle unit, really incredible.
Yeah.
And this year, a single miniature, really incredible, hand sculpted or almost hand sculpted.
Yeah, parts of it. So both legs are hand sculpted. Parts of the arm, the nose was sculpted. So quite a lot of areas actually.
So if you have to say one miniature for one category, will you paint next to the next year? Will be a Nargle, and what category?
It would definitely be a Nurgle character. I have a couple of ideas. I have actually worked on one that is 90% finished.
Okay.
So that would be for Age of Sigmar single again, I think. So perhaps 2 new Nurgle characters or something in like that. Yeah.
Do you have any plan to change the color for Nargle, or will you continue?
No. I want to stay as close to like the IP as possible.
Makes sense.
That's like the greenish,
Makes sense.
yellowish tones. Yeah.
Makes totally sense.
Yeah. We should find a category then.
Do you want to meet each other next year in 40K single?
Yeah.
Deal?
I could find something to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it out.
That's right.